I know I'm a little bit early, and I know that nobody's watching yet, but this will all end up going to YouTube anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Uh, it's not going to be a super long live feed today, but I am going to go through a few things that I've been kind of working on here. As you see in the thumbnail, I am going to be doing a turbo build on my car. Yes, it's kind of a rough picture. I sketched it up in like 5 minutes, and the wheels are kind of chintzy looking. But, anyways, I decided to do a custom body kit. I'm gonna build my own body kit. Basically, it's gonna be just a body lip, kind of all the way around the vehicle. Uh, I got a little video of like the front lip uh, mock up. I do have a, a little bit of a piece here that I did sort of already for just a template to make the front lip with. So there's there's going to be some videos on doing the front lip. There's going to be videos on doing the side skirts and the side lip, and then the rear lip will be done too. It's not going to be super duper fancy, but it's going to be just something to kind of give the car a little bit different look, a little bit different styling, and it's going to kind of lower the car naturally, obviously, by like an inch or so on the side panels and stuff, but it's not going to be super low. Anyways, um, I did decide, I did finally decide after all these years of having it that I am going to do a turbo build on the car. Uh, it's something that I've been toying with in my head for quite a while, and it is something that I do want to do. I do absolutely want to do another turbo build, so that is what I am going to do. I do know that I absolutely have to get another transmission, either a good transmission or get a better transmission than what I have. I do have another option. I'm not sure what all is involved in the swap, but I can put the SVT 6-speed transmission in it. It just takes a little bit of work to do, which is not a big deal. It would be worth it, so it would handle the horsepower a lot better, and it would be a 6-speed, so that wouldn't be such a bad ordeal in order to have a 6-speed transmission that is stronger than what I already have. The turbo build, of course, it is going to involve, uh, the forged internals, and also I'll have to actually, well, I want to actually swap the head out for a non-VCT head, which, if you look long enough, you can actually find them. They're usually actually in focuses. I believe that there's a couple of other vehicles that actually have the non-VCT head, and it doesn't really help or not help. What it is it gets rid of the VCT. It's kind of sort of a weight reduction in a way. Plus, it's just a smoother transition into the turbo uh, mod, I guess. So um, there's other stuff on the engine that really needs done too. And of course, I'll have to get bigger injectors and a higher capacity fuel pump and some type of fuel management system that I can at least be able to adjust the fuel ratio a little bit with. Um, I do know from my old laser, there's a few things that are involved. has a knock sensor on it, so that's not going to be a huge ordeal having to like add a knock sensor or anything. Running the oil cooler lines for, well, the turbo oil cooler lines is going to be relatively simple as well. Uh, Basically, it's you can actually use like a sandwich plate in order to run your oil lines, and then get an oil cooler and then have it on there as well. Um, but there are several things involved in it. And that was one of the reasons why I was torturing myself for all these years about whether I was going to do it or not, because there is a lot of work involved. And in order to do that much work, there is going to be a time where I have to just tear it apart. And that means it's going to be down for a while. So when it comes down to it, I'll actually have to get something else to drive, back and forth to work and wherever, for, to actually finish up the car. I'm going to do the suspension as well. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the suspension. I'm going to try and do the rear disc brake conversion. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to find the components I need to do that with. It can be done. There is a way to do it, and I'll have a little bit more on that later in like another video. But as far as for right now, it is the plans, and it will happen one way or another. First of all, what it boils down to is my very first vehicle was actually an Escort. Well, this is a ZX2. This is like the third Escort, quote unquote, that I've had. And I really like this car, and I want it to last a while. So there is body work that is going to be done, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and clean and done right. And I'm going to do the suspension the way I want it. I'm going to do the lip kit the way that I want. And I'm going to do the car the way that I want it, because I really like my car, and I want to make it all that it can be. So that it is mine. And this is Roy's Customs. This is kind of what I'm about, having my car my way. You guys, if you guys decide that you don't like my car, well, that's fine, because it's not your car. It is my car. Your car, you can do whatever you want to, and I'm good with that. And I will not degrade you or debase you because you decide to put a full Bomber X body kit on. That's your choice. If that's what you want to do, that's your choice. You want to put a big fat 3-tier spoiler on, that's kind of up to you too. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I am probably going to put a wing on it, just because I think they're cool looking. And if you adjust them right, it doesn't really do anything adverse to it. It actually can help to a point, but you have to kind of know where the wind actually is shearing over the top of the car, so that you can set the wing just right, so that it's not dragging too much. So and there will probably be that. And I am going to do the fiberglass hood, so I'll have a fiberglass hood. It's because it's what I want to do. I mean, it's what I like doing. I like making things customs. I like having things kind of my own way on my car, so when it comes down to it, as far as like the turbo kit goes, I do have a few options. I can spend a buttload of money and get some Gretty turbo, or I can get a pretty decent kit off of Amazon or eBay, and it'll probably be just fine. Mostly those kits you have to kind of watch out for, it's not that they'll destroy your engine, it's the fact that they kind of destroy themselves sometimes. So you have to keep an eye on your turbine and stuff, and make sure there's not a whole lot of shaft play and stuff, because when it starts getting a whole lot of shaft play, you need to just get rid of it anyways, because it'll self-destruct on its own. You know, you'll be going down the road boosting, and then the next thing you know, it'll give up because uh, the bearings or whatever in there. Well, most of them don't have bearings unless you get a bearing turbo. But you know, you'll have to just keep an eye on all that stuff over time, and then maybe one day, whenever you get a big fat lottery ticket and you've got the extra money, get you a Gretty turbo kit to put on, you know, or get like an IHI or something nice. Uh, Maybe if you get lucky in the parts yard and you can find a turbo on a vehicle, you know, you might get lucky. You never know. Um, I'm pretty sure that most of the parts yards actually take all of those off for themselves, you know, for not for themselves, but for them to sell at the top dollar they can get out of it. Which, whatever, you know, good for them. You know, they can do that. But anyways, the idea behind the whole build is to make it my own, to make it something that I've wanted for a long time. You know, I've wanted to get another Talon. So, well, it was a laser. To get another laser, a turbo laser. You know, I've wanted to get one for quite a while and just never had the extra money or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build the ZX2 the way that I want it, uh, and do everything that I want to do to it. So anyways, as far as the turbo build goes, that's pretty much it for this particular video. I know it's not a very long video, but this is there's still a few more things that I'm going to do today, and I need to go over to my buddy's house. And so anyways, 6 o'clock every Sunday live. You can check me out if you want. Check out the turbo build, and I'll have a video every Saturday. I'll at least shoot a video every Saturday, and I'll have it edited and put on, you know, sometime between there. Some of them take a little longer to edit than others, so it might take me a while, or if I've got stuff going on that I need to take care of, then it might take a little while to get to editing it, but it will be edited and it will be put on sometime in the night on Saturday or Sunday morning, really, really early in the morning, 1-2 o'clock in the morning. But I will be live every Sunday, 6 o'clock. So you guys can check that out. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notifications for the live feeds if you want. There will be tech tips and stuff along the way with this turbo build. I know I haven't done a whole lot of tool reviews or anything like that here lately, but I do plan on, whenever I start getting tools that I need and stuff, or other things that I need for the car, I can at least do little reviews on stuff like that. Maybe use the tool and see how I feel about the tool and stuff, and then you guys can kind of make your own judgments from there. So anyways, guys, whoever might have stopped by and checked it out or whatever, or anybody that does see this video after it gets uploaded, thanks for watching. Hit the notifications. Feel free to subscribe and have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out.